And we are live. It's your guy, the one, the only L Selector, and I'm back at it again. Today we're going to talk about a topic that's very important to society and what's going on right now, and it is the one, the only inflation. I'm giving you guys three tips on exactly how to beat inflation. And right now inflation is running wild, so you got to figure out strategic strategies on how to have a hedge against inflation. And basically, some of the strategies that I came up with, I'm just going to be breaking it down for you. And for those who don't know, what is inflation in simple terms? I'm going to break that down right now. Inflation is the rate of increase in price over a given period of time. Inflation is typically a broad measure, such as the overall increase in prices or the increase in the cost of living in a country. So a lot of people are facing that matter right now. They could see it in the pump. They could see it in when they go to the grocery store. They could see it when they're going to the shopping center, when they're hanging out with their friends, when they're purchasing commercial goods. Inflation is just kicking everybody's butt right now. So you got to figure out strategies on how to beat inflation. That's where I come in. I've given you three tips and three assets that you can put your money into, which will become a hedge for inflation. As you know, it's time to save money. It's time to make more money. And at this time, what better time to do it than right now? You see what I'm saying? So let me give you 3 points on exactly how to beat inflation. The first point that I have for you guys, I'm going to put it up right here on the screen, so bear with me. And that is this right here. It's the one, the only real estate. Real estate is important and it's a hedge against inflation. The reason why I say this is because with real estate, you're basically able to put your money into an asset class that's basically going to appreciate over time. If for those who don't know, real estate right now is at an all-time high. Real estate prices are going up and people are basically investing in real estate. There's several tips on how you can invest in real estate. One of the tips is this. You can basically go out to your institution and have go and get a mortgage. You're gonna have to have some collateral. You're gonna have to have some capital, so you can basically put that down towards the mortgage. But a mortgage is one way of getting some real estate. Another way is using your cash and just buying up land or buying up real estate in your city, your state, your province, your whatever county, um, your jurisdiction, wherever, you know what I mean, suburbs, wherever you live, you can go out there and purchase real estate. If you see homes for sale, house for sale, if you go on the internet, you can go and look around and see where the real estate is in your city, et cetera, et cetera. And you can buy real estate globally and internationally. The price of real estate is just going up and up and up. If you've been looking in the last 10 years, real estate prices they were pretty affordable. Like you were able to buy certain things and you were able to look around and they weren't that bad compared to what they are today. For some, they may say, "Oh, it wasn't affordable," but hey, it's only gonna go up. You see what I'm saying? If you look at the prices compared to today's world, you're like, man, I should have bought some real estate 10, 15, 20, 30 years ago for those who had the opportunity to do so. So real estate is a great hedge against inflation. Another way you can buy real estate is you can also go into REITs. You see what I'm saying? So REITs are basically real estate investments, and they're basically companies that have commercial properties and also, different kinds of properties like skyscrapers and big buildings and stuff like that. Also maybe condominiums and maybe single family homes or duplexes or multi duplexes or apartment buildings and stuff like that. So some of these companies, what they'll do is they go public, on certain stock exchanges and stuff like that, and they have REITs. So they'll have a bunch of their properties, and you can invest in these REITs, and you could buy shares in that REIT and become shareholders of that real estate company. You see what I'm saying? So that's another way, because real estate prices are only going to continue to go up. So REITs are good ways of investing in real estate as well if you don't have the capital to go out there and actually buy properties itself. So that's one tip as well. I'm going to shoot another video up right now for you guys just to show you kind of exactly how a graph right now just to show you exactly how the real estate market is looking. As you can see right now, Property Frenzy, the top 15 countries with the highest housing prices. And you can see right now, look at that, Turkey's at 32%. The property in Turkey is going up, So Countries like New Zealand as well, 22.1%. Luxembourg, 16.6%. Slovakia, 15.5%. The United States, 13.2%. So as you can see, real estate has been going up, and this is actually from 2021. So the prices are only going to continue to skyrocket and go even higher. You see what I'm saying? You can see countries like Austria, Netherlands, Russia at 11.1, Norway at 10.9, Canada at 10.8%, and the UK at 10.2%. You see what I'm saying? And then we have countries like Peru as well in Latin America with 10%, and then also in Eastern Europe with Lithuania at 9.1%, and Czech Republic, another country with high real estate at 8.9%. So as we can see, the chart is showing you that the real estate prices, their growth, you see the growth, and it's growing and it's growing, it's growing. So great time right now to go and invest in some real estate and add that to your portfolio. If you don't have any real estate or you're looking to accumulate more real estate, this is one of the better times to do that. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of people should start thinking about that and start adding that to what they got going on. Another hedge against inflation that I could add to the list here, and this one is pretty good. I'm going to show you the chart right now. This is something that a lot of people need to start looking at. And honestly, it's a great hedge against inflation. It's been only climbing up. This is a new asset class. It's only been around for just over 10 years now, and this is that right here. It's the one, the only Bitcoin. You see what I'm saying? For those who can't see that, let me see if I can expand that for you. But as you can see right now, Bitcoin, digital currencies. You see what I'm saying? And as you can see right now, Bitcoin actually's price has been going up. It actually came out, for those who don't know, in 2009. And Bitcoin has been skyrocketing. It's probably the fastest growing single asset in the last 10 years. And it's a great hedge against inflation. For those who are investing in Bitcoin, you're getting your money's worth, and you're making a lot of great gains with Bitcoin right now. So you can see right now in 2010, even though Bitcoin was created in 2009, this chart shows 2010. It was at 9 cents. You see what I'm saying? And then it gained. You know what I mean? It just kept going up and up and up. You see what I'm saying? To the point where look how it's just starting to gain. You know what I mean? Like look how it gains over the years. And then you saw there was a big slump, of course. You see what I'm saying? Which happened. You know what I mean? The price slump. There's a whole reason behind that. I'll go into other videos about the whole history behind Bitcoin and everything of that magnitude. But for this right here, you could start to see it starts to pick up again in 2014 going up to 2015. You start to see it starts to gain momentum. By 2016, it hits $3.15. You see what I'm saying? It spiked. If you look at the chart, it spiked up into 2014. It spiked up to $1,238, and then it went slumped right back down. Then it came right back up, and then look at that. By May of 2018, you see how it starts to catapult, and then it hits upwards of look how it catapults right here, and then it slumps back down, and then you see where it hits 10,000. And then Bitcoin just all of a sudden, by 2020, when the global pandemic happened, all of a sudden Bitcoin's prices just started to skyrocket, like just it started to become enormously skyrocketing. It went from, look at that, it's December of 2019 going to December 2020. Look how it just skyrocketed, and then it catapulted all the way to $68,000 and 991 cents, and then it went back down to 28,305. So Bitcoin single-handedly outperformed virtually everything in the markets. Like there's nothing in the last 10 years that has even been come close to what Bitcoin was able to do. So Bitcoin is one of the assets that people should start looking at investing in. I personally believe Bitcoin is going to hit catapult numbers, because just because of some of the stuff and the trends that I've been noticing, and I've been looking at several charts and stuff like that, and just a lot of the chatter around the asset itself. A lot of people are interested in this asset class, which is very good. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to put up another chart, another image right here that can kind of show you certain things about Bitcoin. Look at this right here. As you can see, in look at look at inflation, and look how it's silently robbing you of your purchases. You know what I mean? Your purchasing power since 1913. Look at it. So as you can see right here, this chart shows you in 1998, look what you were able to get with $20, 20 USD, a cart filled with food. You could literally get 20 bucks and go to the grocery store and fill your cart for at least, I don't know, depending on how many people in your household and how much you eat, but you can buy a lot of things with $20. You can buy a lot of food with $20. You see what I'm saying? And then look at 2005, what happens. Look how this. You can only fill half of your cart up with food in the United States with $20. By 2014, look what happens here. Your cart, you virtually can only buy a few items with that, with $20. And we're at 2017, you can only buy like one to two items with $20. And then literally by 2020, you virtually can't buy anything with $20. You know what I mean? It's getting to that stage right now, you know? It's getting really bad out here. Inflation is destroying. It's basically it's separating the classes. We're going to have eventually to the point where it's either you have money or you don't have money. Either you're wealthy or you're poor. That's basically what it is. There's not going to be no middle class in the coming maybe 10 to 15 years, maybe even less. You're starting to see it. So look at assets like Bitcoin. In 2011, you were able to buy about 3 things with Bitcoin at the grocery store. Within 2013, you were able to fill half of your cart up with one Bitcoin. One Bitcoin, you could fill up half your cart. By 2014, you're able to fill up your whole entire food cart at the grocery store with one Bitcoin. That's how great Bitcoin's been doing. By 2017, you're able to fill up your whole entire grocery cart with food, and you can add in there two Apple monitors, maybe 2. You can buy that monitor, 2 of them. And then by 2021, you're able to go out there and with your cart buy unlimited amount of food and 3 sports cars by 2021 with Bitcoin. I mean, have a couple Bitcoin, that's what you're able to do. So you could see already here how Bitcoin has started to basically take over, you know what I mean, as far as the dominant asset class. And it's only going to continue to go up, you know what I mean? And also, you know, it's been, you know, it's Bitcoin's been protecting you from deflation. That's basically what it's been doing from the Federal Reserve since 2009. So Bitcoin literally is probably, I would say, the number one most dominant asset class in the last 10 plus years. You see what I'm saying? There's nothing like it. It's outperformed everything out there in the markets. You see what I'm saying? And it doesn't seem like anyone's going to be able to keep up or even compete with Bitcoin in the next 10 years. Like, I have projections for Bitcoin, and I'll talk about that on another time. But at the same time, right now, Bitcoin is the asset. It is the asset. You see what I'm saying? And basically, like, I'm going to show you guys another chart here about what's going on with inflation in the U.S. dollar and how the U.S. dollar has just been losing its value and its momentum for several years now. You see what I'm saying? Like, these charts are all factual. This is all real information. So definitely take this in. Look at this right here. The value of one U.S. dollar over the last 50 years, since 1972 to 2022. Look at the U.S. dollar. Look how it's just losing its value every single year since 1972. You see what I'm saying? The information on this chart shows how inflation erodes, and real value of the single US dollar over time, last 50 years. Each of these USD amounts below is equal to the terms of what you could buy at the time. And that's basically, look at it. Look at this right here. It's just been going down. 1972, a dollar was basically, you can do a lot with a dollar. A dollar was virtually a dollar. And look how it's just been depreciating over the years. You know what I mean? One US dollar is depreciated by 86% in the last 50 years. So the US dollar is tanking. The US dollar at this point, your dollar is worth nothing at this point. Cash is trash at this point. And it goes for every currency, not just the US dollar. If you live in Canada, you live in the United States, you live in Mexico, if you live in Guatemala, if you live in England, if you live in wherever, New Zealand, Australia, Japan, everybody's dollar is taking a hit. It doesn't matter where you are. You could be in freaking South Africa. It doesn't matter. Everybody's dollar is taking a hit right now. Everybody's feeling it. You see what I'm saying? Like everybody. You could see it at the pump. You could see it at a lot of places. So right now, the US dollar right now, in my opinion, is virtually, it's over. It seems like it's pretty much over, okay? The next asset I'm going to tell you guys about is this. This is an asset that's been around forever. It's not going anywhere, contrary to popular belief and what people are saying, etc., etc. This is all, this is the real deal at the end of the day, and this is the asset that people need to start paying attention to. And it's been around forever, but people don't give up on it, because at the end of the day, it's a great hedge against inflation. And I'm going to show you the chart right here, and that's gold. All right. If you look at gold since 2003, you see what I'm saying? Gold's price was roughly around about 250, 300, 350, somewhere around there in 2003. And look how gold has been catapulting. You see what I'm saying? It's just been catapulting, catapulting, catapulting. Look at this. The chart is explaining to you how gold has been doing so well over the years. You see what I'm saying? Like, look at it. By 2007-ish, you're getting about double your money from 2003 with gold. You see what I'm saying? You've already doubled your money. And then it just continues to go up. It has a downward spiral, but then it continues to catapult again. You see what I'm saying? Look at this. Look at this. As you can see right here. And then it catapults down again. It goes through its cycles, but then it goes back up again. You see what I'm saying? And then you can see by 2020, when the global pandemic hit, gold was climbing up the mountain like no tomorrow. And then it catapulted back down again. Then it picked right back up in 2021. And it's right now, and it's going to continue to do that. So gold is definitely an asset that a lot of people should add to their portfolio. Don't be shy about it. Don't be like, oh no, I'm not going to add gold. Gold is something you want to add, something you should add. It's a hedge against inflation. It does an excellent job as far as it retaining its value and continues to go up over the years. You see what I'm saying? The only problem with gold is you're going to have to figure out strategies on how you can store the gold. You see what I'm saying? You don't really want to, you can store it in places that you're comfortable with, but you need to be careful. Like if you leave it in the bank collapses, like maybe in some countries you've seen in the past where the bank just shuts down, like in Greece and some countries in Europe. And then also if there's some sort of war or something like that, or something crazy happens, you got to figure out ways where you can at least grab your gold and then take off with it. You see what I'm saying? If you have a lot of gold, you might have to figure out places where maybe you could stash it in different locations, or whatever the case may be. Maybe keeping some in your house and then some in some other place that you have where you can go to it at a safe place that nobody knows about. Or you could put it in a bank, but at the same time, it's at you're at your own risk when you're dealing with the banks. You see what I'm saying? So something that you people need to really think about as well when you're dealing with gold and stuff like that. Where can you store? That's one of the biggest, trickiest parts. But at the same time, though, you can also buy gold, gold jewelry. You see a lot of people buying gold jewelry. Some people buy, gold bracelets, and but you can also buy gold bullion as well. That's what I'd advise people to do. Buy gold bullion, buy gold coins. 20, obviously, 20K carats, 99.99% gold, that kind of stuff right there. That's what you want to have in your portfolio. You can also buy gold jewelry as well. You can wear it, people do it all the time. You see what I'm saying? So it's something that you should definitely add to the list there, and something that you should definitely get in there. I'm going to show you another chart just to show you about gold and stuff like that. And this chart right here, it just breaks down how gold jumps and the dollar tumbles. And basically this chart right here shows you how gold has continued to climb up. Gold is in yellow and the dollar's in green. As you can see, inflation has been destroying the dollar, and the dollar has been losing its value just tremendously. Look how the chart shows you how the dollar is just constantly going downhill. So your purchasing power is going to constantly keep going down. But look how gold continues to climb up. It may have some downward spirals, but it definitely, it's bumpy. Been a bumpy ride, but at the same time though, it does end up performing well when when it continues to climb up. You see what I'm saying? So gold is always going to climb up. It's a great hedge against inflation. You just have to be patient, you see what I'm saying, when dealing with gold, because it is a great asset to have. I'd advise people definitely invest in some gold. Make sure your portfolio's diversified. Make sure that you have different kinds of assets. You see what I'm saying? These are just 3 assets that I'm giving you right here that you can start off with. And, you can't go wrong with adding Bitcoin into your portfolio. You can't go wrong with adding real estate into your portfolio, and you can't go wrong with adding gold. Those are 3 assets. I will be giving you guys some more assets in the distant future, so stay tuned. Please hit the subscribe button. Share this with your friends and family members, and definitely pass this along, and just let people know, hey, inflation is here and it ain't going anywhere anytime soon. So you got to learn how to work within it, and you have to learn how to have a hedge against it. And let's be real, you got to learn how to beat it, and that's what you got to learn. All right, so I'm signing out. It's your guy Selector. Thank you guys again. Hit the subscribe button, share this with your friends and family like I said prior, and definitely stay safe out here. All right, peace.